then comes the police officer demanding papers from that Hispanic father. It's simply outrageous that the president would do that, because that would never happen. We're better than that, and we are the protectors of our Constitution. We honor the Fourth Amendment that protects and safeguards against unlawful search and seizure in America. And how dare he do that to our law enforcement?
Well, Sheriff, this is a hoax. I mean, I've read the bill on air. It says if you pull somebody over who's weaving, or you go to a domestic dispute, or you go to an armed robbery event, and you check the ID, and it's illegal alien, you arrest them because they're illegal. It's totally constitutional. It's a hoax to say they're going to have Nazi checkpoints grabbing people who have brown skin. I mean, this is asinine, and they know it's a hoax.
You know what? I'd like the president to ride with one of my deputies one night out here in western Pinal County, where we have 2 or 3 pursuits a night that risk the lives of my deputies and our citizens when these illegals and smugglers try to outrun the police and try to intentionally cause traffic wrecks or run red lights, and see how he likes it. What if we took the a million illegals that come in here every year and sent them to Chicago, where he's from? What do you think they would do?
Well, that's the problem, is there are a lot of great people in Mexico, but Mexico's collapsing, and a lot of these people are fleeing justice there. And we saw the railway serial killer. He'd been in custody more than 10 times, and they always released him. I mean, the Joker, I've talked to Austin police, but I've also seen it in the news. We're a sanctuary city. They admit drunk driving illegals with no insurance, anything. They're just left alone. But as a citizen, the book is thrown at me. This is discrimination.
It sure is. Well, I was a Chandler police officer before, and there's sanctuary cities even out here in Arizona, and that's why this law is good, because now it forces everybody to enforce the law. And this is a Class 1 misdemeanor for trespassing. It's not the immigration law. So we take them into custody, and guess what? We're going to be turning them over to ICE afterwards. It's not an option. So the problem becomes, and this is going to be a flashpoint, Alex, and most people aren't looking at this, but when the 29th comes and we arrest all these people, and we continue to, they're not telling us whether they're going to take all these people or not. Well, they better, because we're going to bring them to their facility if they don't pick them up.
I remember
what are they going to do, just let them walk away?
It's incredible. So a big confrontation coming up here. Sheriff, we're going to call you on your cell phone now, because you're going to a meeting with other sheriffs about what's happening there, and we'll talk to you for 10 minutes or more after the break that's coming up. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk about solutions on the other side of this break. The website sheriffpaul.com if you want to check it out.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, 2 wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner. So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films. Alex Jones here with urgent information concerning TrendsResearch.com. The Trends Journal distills the voluminous ongoing research of the Trends Research Institute into a concise, readily accessible form. By tracking 300 separately defined domestic and international trends, the Trends Journal establishes the connections that others fail to see or misinterpret. Gerald Salente's Trends Journal allows you to anticipate change, recognize the implications, and take protective strategies. Individual readers from every walk of life can put the Trends Journal Trends Forecast and Trends Analysis to practical use. Extra information to keep you well informed throughout the year when any current event of major social, economic, or political significance occurs. Trends Journal notifies its subscribers of their implications. When you subscribe to the Trends Journal, you'll also receive Trends Alerts. Visit TrendsResearch.com today That's trendsresearch.com. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. This information is too important to wait. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5 Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
We're back live with Sheriff Paul Babeu, Pinal County, Arizona. He's been one of the outspoken sheriffs that many others have about the fact that much of the state is off limits to citizens. The police are surrounded. Sheriff, I heard you in one television interview describe it as that you guys are outgunned, that you're, more and more things are getting lawless. There's a hit out for you. They've killed and wounded and kidnapped police all over the country. Half of L.A. County jails are these violent illegal aliens. It's a Mexican government policy to teach their people that the Southwest belongs to Mexico. The big government types are putting these people on welfare and using them as a political weapon. I mean, I'll go back to it. If this isn't treason, if this isn't, the big government types trying to bring in foreigners to turn them against this country and then putting poor Hispanic Americans who are great people in the middle of it, and then race carding all of this. I mean, we're not just mincing words here, and please elaborate. I mean, Mexico is a failed state. It's a war zone where you're at, and I can't believe Obama is doing this. As bad as he is, I just can't believe this is so brazen, and our country has fallen so far that this is going on.
It's craziness. What's happening in America, if the people don't wise up, this violence will continue not only to spill over. The threat in a post-9/11 world, when we have had literally hundreds of individuals from countries of interest. These aren't like Ecuador and Mexico. We're talking about people from nation states that are harm or would love to destroy the United States. Countries like Syria, Iran, China, from all over the world are coming here through this porous border. And guess what? They're just not staying here. They're going other points throughout America. This is a national security threat, an issue. Why was Homeland Security created? And how can we say the border is secured when we say we're only capturing 1 out of every 2.6? This is ridiculous that this is going on, and that the president is looking at this purely from a political perspective and not a national security issue and not a public safety issue.
Sheriff Babeu, what are you going to meet with these sheriffs? I mean, unless it's a security issue, but just in general, why are you going to meet with other sheriffs right now?
Well, I've been talking, and I'm going to get on the phone first with Sheriff Larry Deaver of Cochise County, who's right on the border. And I flew down there just 2 days ago to look at the situation. I'm honored to serve as the president of the Sheriff's Association here. A lot of us are seeing our role, and there's some sheriffs who don't agree with this. To be honest with you, that's the whole fact of this 1070. And you know what? It's not going to be the solution because it's like a hamster on a wheel. It doesn't stop. We're chasing our tail until we secure that border. We can't. We could hire 5,000 more cops and Border Patrol agents. But you can't deal with 1 million people coming in when the president gives them no penalty. All that's being done is BR, which stands for voluntary return, without punishment.
Well, let me stop you again.
Literally a shower and a meal, and they bring them back to the border ready to try again.
Incredible. In the limited time we've got, I want to run through several other issues. You're a very busy man, but it's been out for 3 days. Have you seen the TV news reports out of a suburb of Denver where the police charged an 82-year-old veteran where illegal aliens were on his property robbing his trailer. They tried to run over him, and he shot one. They pled guilty to stealing his trailer, and then they released the illegals, and they're charging him with murder, not just manslaughter. I mean, this is insane.
I hadn't seen that, and it is an insanity. And this is where patriots, Americans, we have to stand up for not only our rights and our liberties. That people have always said the threat comes from within. And this is very troubling. And I see this sense of anger and outrage, and we're going to keep the focus here to demand that this problem get changed. And then with our republic in democratic